fear of heights.
I up 1 mast, 3 mast, also I see the below. I want come down.
Perched on a structure that is constantly moving.
When we carry the heavy loads, the crane is shaky, moving. That time we were a bit scared.
Strong wind cannot working. Stop crane.
Surrounded by tons of steel.
Imagine the tower crane collapse, meaning maybe around 30-40 meter all, whoever there, everything is crashed.
At an average of 100 deaths a year worldwide. These are just some of the perils that tower crane operators face on a daily basis. Their office is 900 feet up in the air. Often cooped up for 14 hours on end, in a cabin the size of a closet, they sit atop a massive steel structure that is constantly moving. Yet every day, they make the perilous climb up, because hundreds of people depend on each and every one of them. Such is the life of a tower crane operator.
Tower crane operator is one of the most important key personnel on site, as he is in charge of the tower crane.
Cannot build anymore without tower crane. That's why I calling this hut, building hut.
Crane very important for the building, especially high-rise building. If not crane working, all the material cannot going up. How to work? Rajan.
Without a tower crane operator, the lifting also will be stopped, because no one can operate a tower crane unless it's a well-trained operator.
37-year-old Pandi Ponia from Tamil Nadu, India, has been working in construction in Singapore for the past 19 years.
I joined construction industry as a storekeeper. After storekeeper, I feel this crane operator good salary. But 11 years this company continue. I like the company continue to work here. Our company is one of the leading contractors, Wahab Private Limited. So one of the biggest company in Singapore.
Pandi's fellow tower crane operator is 50-year-old Rahman Hamid from Johor, Malaysia, a 30-year veteran in the industry.
First time I up tower crane, I feeling. I up 1 mast, 3 mast, also I see the below. I want come down.
For the tower crane operator, the first part of their daily job would already make most men weak in the knees. Every day, they have to climb between 5 and 12 stories using just a cat ladder. Falling from a climb is the most common cause of tower crane operator fatalities. As such, all tower crane operators are required to wear a safety harness to prevent themselves from falling.
Very difficult to climb, tiring. Just go up, we have to rest. We have a resting platform. Rest first, after we go. Take time. Like a 10-story building, we take 10 minutes time to go up.
For Pandi and Rahman, their office for the next 2 years is atop a 66-story residential skyscraper project in downtown Singapore. And claustrophobia is not an option.
You imagine when he's cabin there, nobody, maybe he's unconscious, who have to help? He is alone whole day. He is a friend, this walkie-talkie only, until this battery finish. If he really want to go toilet, go away. Imagine the small amount of cabin inside you want to do all of this.
5 minutes I go toilet. Go toilet, I put the paper, the plastic one, packet. I want come down ready. Put the hook below the rigger, put the rubbish side.
For Pandi and Rahman, the cramped tower crane cabin is their second home for as long as 14 hours each day.
Falan, I now come down. This one tower crane very high already. I cannot come down. Land coming, I call the lifting supervisor, buy makan. Thumbs up, put the tower crane side. Lunch time also working. I think 20 minutes have makan time. Also continue again working.
The movement of the crane is controlled by the operator, although not all the time.
When we carry the heavy loads, the crane is shaky, moving. That time we a bit scared. After we got experience, wow, it's normal. We feel it's normal.
Strong wind cannot working. Stop crane. It happen, I stand by on top the cabin, door I close.
Forces of nature notwithstanding, Pandi and Rahman need to ensure that the tower crane is in constant motion.
The construction, the tower crane operator cannot stop. Every day must use the tower crane.
Very busy day. Maybe 24 hours I have to experience to hoisting around 120 to 130 loads. 200% already no job because of tower crane cannot move.
The non-stop nature of the job means that for the tower crane operator, the pressure is intense.
Everybody looking, calling me. My one first, make me angry. Some people is shouting, hey, faster, make it faster. That time we get angry. Angry, cannot do anything. Anyhow do, become accident.
Hot temper already. Form like that, the housing one. Yeah. Cannot already.
So what to do? My job is like that. Have to continue.
Not only do tower crane operators need to be physically fit and mentally calm, they also have to be careful, precise, and alert.
We have to see the load, close the eyes, how to work. Must be good eyesight. Always concentrate the load, looking the one point up the load. Always the operators looking the load.
Tower crane operators in Singapore are required to go through an 86-hour course consisting of 2 weeks of intensive training and pass stringent assessments before they are certified to operate a tower crane.
The newly operate the crane, difficult to control the crane, catch up the load, some problem. After we getting experience like 1-2 years, for me no problem.
Tower crane operator is a very high risk job as they are dealing with a lot of those heavy weight. Any mistake made by them or anything that they fail to take note of will result in a disaster.
And a disaster for a tower crane operator is often fatal and catastrophic. For a tower crane operator, the collapse of a tower crane is their worst nightmare. Tower crane accidents account for over 100 deaths worldwide each year.
Feel that sometimes crane accident, we're scared to operate the crane. The crane accident, if crane topple, sure operator die one.
You imagine the tower crane collapse meaning maybe around 30-40 meter all, whoever they, everything is crash.
Also, I scared. I many see the accident, crane that drop. Checking time also drop. I remember also die.
Yeah, Singapore few accident. Whole crane topper. These 2 operators upside. The 2 operator on the spot die. One Malay operator, one Indian operator.
Really hard, maybe cannot eat 1 or 2 days.
This type of thing, our family people see, they say, don't do this type of job, dangerous job. So I'm not highly qualified. So I know how to operate crane only. So I have to continue this line.
There are many factors which can cause tower crane accidents, but the most common accidents happen during daily operations.
One of the tower crane danger, if in case the load get tangled right, okay, it will cause unnecessary loading onto the load, which will increase the weight of the load. And then if the tower crane operator try to force it up right, it might cause the hoisting wire rope to snap. And then it might cause the tower crane to collapse or even the jeep to collapse.
To ensure the smooth and safe flow of the tower crane operations, the operator is dependent on the lifting crew on the ground, led by the lifting supervisor.
The tower crane operator mainly he work with his lifting crew. They form up the whole of lifting crew for the lifting operation. The lifting crew consists of one lifting soup and rigger signalman.
Tower crane and operator is hard. Lifting is maybe one hand. The signalman is eyes. Without three, welding never move.
The lifting crew ensures that all loads that the operator needs to hoist are properly secured, well guided, and not overloaded.
100 type of things I have to carry, but everyone I should know how to hoist this. Even I want to rig, maybe my rigger signalman don't know how to rig, so I have to monitor there, I have to teach him.
In order to safely assist the tower crane operator, the lifting crew needs to be sent for proper training and certified before they are allowed to work.
The operator, he need to be fully dependent on them, as some of the area, right, there's blind spot, which tower crane operator cannot see. So the communication between the crew and him, right, is very important. If there's a poor communication or miscommunication, it will result that in the load hitting against some structure thing, which might result in another disaster.
At another high-rise construction project in the nearby financial district, the project team there is preparing for what is often considered the most dangerous operation, the jacking up of a tower crane.
The cranes normally need to be at least 3 to 5 floors above the construction levels. Then will be easy for the crane to turn all around with the one there, so there's no obstructions which will affect the turning for the cranes. When time our buildings reaching almost to the soffit of the cranes will affect the turnings for the crane, and we can't move further up because of freestanding of the cranes, so we had to jack up the cranes.
The tower crane has a self-jacking mechanism to increase its own height. A gap is created, and the crane has to hoist up 3-meter segments known as masts onto the mechanism for it to install into its own body when increasing its height.
Sometimes the tower crane, when they're going to jack up, the jackupping time can collapse the total crane come to level 1.
Any jacking operation affects the balance of the crane. In order to correct this imbalance, the crane has to hoist up another mast before installing the loaded mast.
During the jacking process, the balancing is very important. Boom need to hoist some weight to balancing up, to balance when time the crane is jacking, to make sure the crane verticalities, make sure they will swing to one side or tilt to one side and create unnecessary forces to the mast or causing the crane to topple.
The location of the construction project poses a problem to the tower crane operations. The site is surrounded by roads and other high-rise buildings, limiting the space for the tower crane to maneuver, as well as the storage areas for building materials.
Due to the limited constraint and the small footprint, the tower crane coverage area is very close to the road, so we had to be very careful on any hoisting nearby the roadside.
Building materials need to be hoisted up fast due to the lack of storage space. To keep on schedule, the project team decides to add a second tower crane to speed production up.
Initially, we just planned for one crane, but ultimately we found that there's a limitations on this crane due to the location of the loading unloading. We have a very limited logistic and it's insufficient for us to carry out the work efficiently with just only one tower crane. And now we decided to have another crane.
The installation of a tower crane is a long and risky operation. Each part of the crane, often weighing a few tons each, has to be carefully hoisted into position where the installation crew are on hand to guide the parts and secure them into place. To ensure stability, the mast of the crane is attached to the existing building structure. This helps ensure that the crane is able to hold its own weight and not collapse. The most dangerous part of the installation involves attaching the jib, or working arm of the crane. Due to the length of the jib, it has to be hoisted up in parts, and the installation crew has to climb precariously along the length of the jib to install each part. With 2 tower cranes on site, the construction of the project presents another challenge.
By placing the 2 tower cranes quite close to each other, we may face a problem during the hoisting. We have to make sure that these 2 cranes won't be causing the disturbance to another crane during another crane in movements. So we have to be very careful on the anti-collisions between the 2 cranes. We have to make sure all the coordination works for the hoisting, for the lifting process had to be coordinated properly to make sure that the 2 cranes, there's no way that they will collide or hit each other to prevent any accidents happens.
Part of this responsibility falls on the project's resident tower crane operator, 47-year-old Darren Koh.
I wake up very early, 4:50 I wake up and I wash up myself. I reach the site very early. I prefer to reach early and I can go up to the crane and I can have some rest before I start work.
Once at the site, he spends another 10 minutes getting up to his cabin.
Every day morning when I reach my site, I will do a check on my crane to make sure every mechanism is in good condition. If we don't check before we start work, it might cause accident and might cause someone lost their life.
But Darren's concern right now is staring him in the face, avoiding a collision with the second tower crane.
You tell him boom down, he no boom up like this. He boom up like this very close. Tell him.
At a high-rise construction project in the financial heart of Singapore, resident tower crane operator Darren Koh has to avoid a collision with the second tower crane on site.
Tell him boom down, he no boom up like this. He boom up like this very close. Tell him to boom down.
Help comes to him in the form of a computer, the anti-collision system.
This monitor is help us to prevent accident happen.
The anti-collision system is an onboard monitor in the tower crane cabin that, when turned on, warns the operators that the 2 tower cranes are too close. If the system detects that the 2 tower cranes are about to collide, it will automatically shut the cranes down.
Some anti-collision only show a light to tell you say that this crane is here, that crane is here. But I like this system. Very good. We can see very clearly.
So we have to make sure that anti-collision system is in working conditions. Then our rigger and signalman must be in control. They have to have proper coordinations in order to control the movement for the cranes. For construction to complete a project on time in a safe manner, I think it's everybody's effort. So everyone needs to put the effort in, then only we can complete a good project.
As any construction project is highly dependent on the tower crane operators, they are usually the first to arrive and the last to leave.
The wife, the son also sleep. I go working ready. Also I go back. Also son, the wife sleep ready. Long time.
Nak bersama. Selalu biasa dia balik malam. Anak dah tidur. Bila anak dah tidur, macam mana nak jumpa bapak dia?
Sometimes my family have some problem. Like my wife was sick, my children sick. Sometimes I have to wait, I have to support the company, arrange the operators, someone take over me, then only I go down to take care of my family.
Despite all the advancement in technology and safety precautions, news of tower crane accidents around the world still scare the families of tower crane operators.
My wife asked me to stop the crane operator job because it's a dangerous job. So I changed my line.
For Pandi, he now runs his own business, supplying tower crane operators to construction companies.
I work full-time crane operators. I earn per month 6,000 to 7,000 per month. Now my current job now I earn per month 3,000 to 4,000. Drop income is no problem because I work short hour, spend less timing, so I get less money. I have more time. Now I have more time I spend with my family. So my family also happy.
Pandi will never forget the many years he spent as a tower crane operator. Like Rahman and Arun, his legacy lives on in the newly completed 66-story residential skyscraper.
I finished this project is almost 3 years. I feel very happy. After complete the project, look very nice.
I wish to stay this building, but it's too expensive. If I really have enough money, I want to stay this building. It's a top level. If I want to work same this project, I take extraordinary. I want to more than higher building. I confident to work because I already training here, the higher building.
Now finish ready, working tower crane dismantle ready, working very happy ready.
I'm proud to finish this project because my experience is the tallest building, this building. Operate the crane.
I noticed that I getting more and more love this job because I can see the result of the building once it's completed and also feel proud to my country.
Tower crane operators risk their lives every day. While you may never see who they are, as their work is done from high above, their achievements are monumentally obvious and best viewed from the ground. You see them on the screen all the time, where there is action in movies and television. But in order to entertain you, they will do whatever it takes, even if it means breaking their bones.
如果说喜欢嘛，没有人会喜欢这样危险的工作。
They are physical performers of the bravest caliber. The action stuntmen. Stuntmen are the unsung heroes of the film and television industry. They are daredevils, risking life and limb, performing dangerous actions just to get that perfect shot that directors require.
और ऑब्वियसली सेट पे जब स्टंटमैन आता है तो हर कोई बोलता है अरे ये सब कुछ जानते हैं सब एक स्टंटमैन है जो हीरो नहीं कर पाएगा वो स्टंटमैन करेगा सो पूरी यूनिट जानते हैं कि स्टंटमैन क्या होता है स्टंटमैन एक फेमस पर्सनैलिटी
स्टंटमैन की लाइफ कोई बहुत ज़्यादा लाइफ नहीं होती अच्छी क्योंकि हम जब घर से निकलते हैं तो हमको खुद को पता नहीं हम शाम को वापस आएंगे या नहीं आएंगे रिस्की जॉब कुछ भी मास्टर जी जो सीक्वेंस बनता है जो एक्शन डायरेक्टर हमारे बोलते हैं हमको कहने के लिए करने के लिए अगर उसमें ज़रा सा भी कुछ 19-20 हो जाए तो डेफिनेट कुछ ना कुछ होना ही होना है
जब मैं स्टंट करता तो मुझे लगता तो एवरीडे मेरा इंजरी होती थी कि मॉर्निंग निकलता तो शाम को पता नहीं घर से वापस आऊँगा क्या हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट होगा तो ये ऑलवेज होता था।
बता दो बाहर का कैसा है? नहीं सर। जोएब क्या?
अगर स्टंटमैन बनना तो बहुत समझ के बनना, क्योंकि यहाँ पर आप समझ लो कि आपने कार्ड आपको मिल गया तो आपका यह लाइसेंस मिल गया कि आप पाँव हाथ कुछ भी तोड़ा सकते हैं। ये आपको लाइसेंस मिल जाएगा कि आप आ रहे हैं हमारा तो आपके पाँव भी टूटेंगे, हाथ भी टूटेंगे, कुछ भी होगा इंजरी, तो आपको लाइसेंस मिल गया है आपका हाथ पाँव तोड़ने का। ये
All stuntmen have been injured at least once in their career. Some seriously, and a few even killed. All that for the sake of entertainment, and with little recognition. But in any action sequence, they are indispensable.
如果有一些动作片如果没有武行，就是比较难一点，就靠演员，但是演员也不会说完全美动作美，除非他真的是有训练过，所以还是需要一些武行。这份工作蛮刺激的。如果说喜欢嘛，没有人会喜欢这样危险的工作吧。我在这行已经有20多年了，从25岁到现在45岁。说有几部电影或电视，应该是几百部吧，国外也有，国内也有。享受这行，我蛮享受的，因为它的危险度蛮高的。因为我喜欢这份工作，刺激性蛮高。
Deng Yang Guang is an experienced stuntman in the Singapore film and television industry. Stunts are not only his profession, but also his passion. Yang Guang actually started his career auditioning as an actor, but was picked to perform stunt work instead.
一上场拍之后，慢慢我就感觉，这还蛮好玩的，比做演员还简单多。在新加坡都是做一些跳楼啦、被打啦。被车撞了，在外国我就做翻车啊，这些火人是把火放在身上。我比较喜欢做车的特技，因为比较刺激一点。最危险的动作就是下着一辆车，就把那个车翻了过来。在路上打滚了3、4圈，那是属于最危险的。做武行，说本事是很多人说只要有胆就可以，但是我不觉得有胆就可以，还是要有技巧。其实对我来说，打人比较难，因为你要迁就那个力度。太用力，你就会打伤他。所以我比较喜欢被人家打，也不用考虑，就在那边被他打。
Yang Guang has been injured many times in his career, but he will always remember one particular accident 8 years ago when he nearly lost a limb.
最严重的受伤就是有一次我在跟演员打，他会踹我一脚，我会出镜，但是我一出镜已经安全了，但是我也不懂那玻璃是从哪里来，只要一手一按，那个玻璃门就破了，把我手给切断了。所以有时动作越简单，就最容易受伤。这就不留神的时候，就是那个 muscle 跟那些经脉都被切断了，所以缝起来大概有 只算外面就21针，里面那些静脉缝算不了，医生也没有给我一个正确的答案。我的手康复七七八八了，只是还是会有点麻。
Despite all his injuries, Yang Guang's passion for the job shows no sign of waning.
从来没有想过会离开这行，因为受伤都成了我习惯了，应该是算习惯，也没有什么好可怕，不会因为受伤我就离开这行。
Injuries may be common for Yang Guang, but when his life is on the line, his fearless attitude will be put to the test.
你会大概多久啊？
看6-7秒吧。
6-7秒，10秒可以吗？
可以啊。没有做武行的时候，我都会去到处逛，找一些工作上需要的东西。
Singapore stuntman Yang Guang is busy getting ready for his next big stunt. The hardware store provides him with all the necessary tools needed.
这里我要找的东西通常都会找到，做火人啊，那些胶啊、路啊、活水都可以买到。
Yang Guang has to be well prepared for a very dangerous stunt, setting himself on fire.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
Stuntmen almost never work alone, especially for more dangerous stunts. Help is required not only to carry out the stunt, but also to ensure the stuntman's safety.
这个做一个火人危险性也蛮高的，主要是你身边的兄弟们都要看住你，他们要知道你的讯号，就是你一撑不住，你要什么时候他们要冲进来救人，就是要相信他们。但是每次做火人的时候，我会要求自己的兄弟们，要求自己的手下还是兄弟，因为他们都比较明白你要的，你的姿势、你的动作。因为有的人他会比较迟，只要他慢几秒进来救你，你就会被烧伤。
As the fire stunt can only be done once, Yang Guang rehearses his actions in front of the director to make sure that he knows what the director needs for the shot.
2个手会着火了。OK， 好。
小腿着火。
哦，你裤子也是着火啊？
对。
可以吗？你的裤子？可以，没有问题啊。
没问题。
OK。
做火人之前准备会比平常的动作筹备的时间比较长一点，就是需要穿一些配备啊，查一些需要查的东西。
你会大概多久啊？
看都有6-7秒吧。
6-7秒，10秒可以吗？
可以啊。
试看了啊！
试看了，
试看了啊！
我一趴地，他们就要进来救。救火的器材就是真的要检查，有时候不是每个器材都会好。救人的时候 ，CO2 没了，空了，你就会缺了，你就完蛋。他在帮我降温，就是那些是冰水，他会把我的温度降，因为我已经里面插了那些fire胶，所以那些温度会比较低。再加水，就是说让它衣服没有这样容易烧进去。
Just before cameras are rolled, a mixture of glue and kerosene is applied on Yang Guang's clothes so that they will burn easily.
我现在要去开始了，先保持冷静，因为火一上你就会紧张，就会到处乱跑。
Action！ 去死了你！死了！不要！
难是怕说呼吸的问题，因为火在跑， 你只要呼吸错误，你就会把那个火吸入你的肚子，就会烧伤里面。所以你只能憋气挨过那10多秒。所以大家都要看着我的动作。最普遍的暗号就是，我一趴在地，他们就要冲上来。趴在地，跪还不算，要趴整个在地才算。
你们是，行，可以吗？啊？可以吗？可以吗？可以可以。有没有烧到？
没有没有。
啊
？OK
OK， 很好很好。
可以吗？
很好很好 ，good take good take。
The stunt is a success. Yang Guang is safe, and the film crew is happy with his performance.
做完这个动作，很舒服。
有没有10秒？超过10秒。超过了。哦。
导演也很满意，我们看了 playback 还 OK， 导演接受了，收获。做火人的动作啊，喜欢还是最好不要尝试，因为危险还会在那里，尽量是少做啊。
In Mumbai, the Bollywood film capital of India, another stuntman is just beginning his career. 23-year-old Ravi Kagda.
एज अ न्यू कमर तो मुझको लगता ही है कि मुझको ये बहुत सीखना बाकी है, क्योंकि मुझको खाली मैंने अभी तक खाली 6 महीने ही बिताए इस फील्ड में। अभी तक मैंने जितना भी देखा तो मुझको ऐसा लगता है कि अभी तो बहुत सीखना बाकी है, बहुत सीखना। जितना भी सीखे उतना कम है, ऐसा लग रहा है।
Hailing from the slums of Mumbai, Ravi worked hard to earn a degree. But despite his education, he decided to follow in the footsteps of his father, Manoj, a stuntman with 20 years in the business.
एक्चुअली मुझको स्टंट करना बचपन से पसंद था, और आज मुझको अगर ये फील्ड में काम करने मिला तो मेरे पापा के थ्रू मुझको काम करने मिल रहा है, तो मैं काफ़ी खुश हूँ। मुझको बचपन से स्टंट करना पसंद है, और स्टंट में करते तो काफ़ी अच्छी फीलिंग होती है मुझको, इसलिए मैंने स्टंट की लाइन चूज़ की।
मेरे को देख देख के मेरा बेटा भी मेरे में इंटरेस्ट लेने लगा कि पापा आप अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, काफ़ी रिस्की है, तो बोला मैं भी ये करूँ। मैंने काफ़ी समझाया उसको, मैं बोला मैं तो किसी कारण लग गया था इस पर, तू तो पढ़ लिख के। बोला नहीं मेरे को एक्शन में इंटरेस्ट है। अब एक्शन में इंटरेस्ट है तो मैं कैसे, अब ये तो मैं बोल नहीं सकता कि भाई उसको एक्शन में इंटरेस्ट है और मैं उसको एयरपोर्ट पे लगाऊंगा या फिर किसी दूसरी बीएमसी जॉब पे लगाऊंगा, तो वहाँ उसका मन नहीं लगेगा।
मेरे पापा के साथ मैं जू पे जाता था, वो मुझे जिम्नास्टिक सिखाया था। जैसे जिम्नास्टिक में जैसे बैक फ्लिप आती है, समरसोल्ट आता है, वॉल बैक आता है, फ्रंट आता है, कार्टविल, ये सब पापा सिखाते थे मुझको सिखाने के साथ साथ वो अपनी शूटिंग भी करते थे।
एक्शन चल 2 3।
मतलब जो इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ, मैं मेरे पापा को देख के इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ, क्योंकि मैं बचपन से उनको देखते आ रहा हूँ टीवी में स्टंट करते हुए, तो उनको देखता था तो मुझको अंदर थोड़ा कुछ होता था, हाँ मैं भी करूँ, तो इसलिए मैं आज कर रहा हूँ।
As father and son, Manoj and Ravi often work together on large-scale Bollywood action films.
जो डेंजरस स्टंट होते हैं ऑब्वियसली मुझको उसके लिए तो मतलब वेट करते हैं, हर कोई स्टंटमैन वेट करता है कि मुझको डेंजरस से डेंजरस स्टंट मिले और मैं परफॉर्म करूँ, और मुझको सब उस स्टंट के हिसाब से मुझको जाने कि ये बंदे ने ये स्टंट किया है।
Under Manoj's watchful eye, Ravi hopes to elevate his career as a stuntman to greater heights. The film industry in India produces over 1,000 films every year. As action films are a popular genre, stuntmen are often needed on set. For Indian stuntmen Ravi Kagda and his father Manoj, they are part of the stunt team assembled for the production of Revolver Rani, a large-scale Bollywood action film. The production of the film involves many dangerous action sequences.
इसका ये ज़्यादा था, इसका impact half impact.
Choreographing the action on the film are famed Bollywood stunt directors Moses and Kaushal. The stunt directors have hand-picked Ravi for the most dangerous stunt of the night, a 50-foot fall.
रवि को इसलिए चूज़ किया कि रवि जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है जिम्नास्टिक की, उसको अपनी बॉडी को टर्न करना, फ्लिप करना, उसको पूरा आता है. उसकी बॉडी फ्लेक्सिबल है और वो जानता है कि किस तरीके से अगर समझो हवा से ज़मीन से जब नीचे आएंगे हवा में से तो किस तरह लैंड करना है, उसको परफेक्ट पता है. तो इसलिए हमने रवि को चूज़ किया और वो यंग लड़का है, डेयरिंग है, इसलिए हमने चूज़ किया.
As a newcomer, Ravi has never been given the opportunity to do a major stunt on set until now. This is also the first time that he has to do such a stunt. He will be dropped from 50 feet using cables hung from a crane.
मैं ऊपर जा रहा हूँ ऊपर, तो मुझे अपनी बॉडी टाइट रखनी है जब मैं नीचे लैंड होऊंगा, क्योंकि अगर केबल टूटे बाई चांस कुछ प्रॉब्लम आए तो मैं नीचे गिरूंगा तो मैं अपनी बॉडी टाइट होकर खुद की सेफ्टी कर सकता हूँ. अगर बाई चांस केबल नहीं टूटा तो मैं प्रॉपरली लैंड होऊंगा. अगर लैंडिंग में प्रॉब्लम आई, केबल टूटा, बॉडी लूज रखी तो मैं इंजर्ड के चांसेस है.
गड़बड़ होने के चांसेस, 2 रिहर्सल की उसमें कुछ गड़बड़ होने के चांसेस है. चांसेस तो क्या बोलूँ मैं इसमें, इस बार का इसमें नो कमेंट के चांसेस. गड़बड़ के चांसेस मैं नहीं बोलूँगा, जवाब नहीं दूंगा.
जस्ट उसके हाथ में रस्सी दो, एक पकड़े रहो यहाँ से, फिर ये छोड़ देना, फिर पकड़े रहा, एक्शन में लिव एंड जब.
बस मेंटली तो ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर नहीं किया मैंने. बोला मेरे सामने एक स्टंट रखा गया और मुझको करना है. थोड़ा स्कैरी हो, थोड़ा डर भी लग रहा है, लेकिन भगवान की दुआ से हो जाएगा. कि अगर डरूंगा तो मेरा काम नहीं हो पाएगा. बिना डरे मुझको करना है, मतलब करना है.
As they get ready to perform the stunt, Manoj knows that his son's life is in his hands. He is part of the pulling team in charge of controlling the cables that are attached to Ravi.
ये तो हर माँ बाप पहले सोचते हैं, और जब मैं शूट पे रहता हूँ, साथ में हम होते हैं, तो मैं ज़्यादा उसको ये करता हूँ. लेकिन मेरे स्टंट टीम वाले बोलते, अरे यार बेटा अभी नहीं सीखेगा तो कभी सीखेगा. मतलब एक होता है ना, तो वही सबसे मैं थोड़ा अवॉइड भी करता हूँ, क्योंकि ज़्यादा प्यार मोहब्बत से काम होने वाला नहीं है. आदमी घर से निकलेगा, अपने पैर पे चलेगा, पाँव पे खड़ा होगा, तो ही वो ज़िंदगी का सफ़र तय कर पाएगा.
Ravi has never suffered any serious injury and can only pray that the stunt goes well.
जाएगा. हाँ दिया ना. आप थोड़ा इधर रहे.
The stunt goes smoothly without a hitch. Ravi has just completed his first major stunt in his career.
So it's a great feeling to me because it's my first jump, at least from the third floor. So I'm feeling happy. And जो मुझे precautions ली थी, वो जो मैंने हार्नेस पहना था उसका मैंने लॉक अच्छे से किया था. उसके वजह से मेरा हार्नेस प्रॉपर था और मेरी जंप प्रॉपर हुई थी. और थैंक्स टू माई पुलिंग टीम.
जब कल हैंगिंग का शॉट दिया इसमें इतनी हाइट से, तो मेरा सीना चौड़ा हो गया.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल मैं अपने डैडी का शुक्रगुजार हूँ. उन्होंने मुझको हेल्प किया. सो व्हाट आई एम राइट नाउ जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ माय डैड.
जो मैंने सपना देखा था वो पूरा हो रहा है, और बाप बेटे हम साथ में काम कर रहे हैं, और क्या. आई लाइक इट. खुश. और आगे जाके हम और भी अच्छा करेंगे.
With new experience under his belt and with the help of his father, Ravi is well on his way to becoming a successful stuntman in India. For Singapore stuntman Yang Guang, he is embarking on a different journey altogether.
因为我现在在训练一批新人上来，因为毕竟我也是年纪不小，所以需要一些后辈的跟上来。就是如果要隐退的话，还是要等到我真的是完全做不到胜任哪一些动作的时候，我才会退下来。做武行会不会后悔？我一点都不会后悔，因为它能让我体验很多东西，所以不会后悔的。
Stuntmen are constantly challenged to perform dangerous action on screen. They do it with blood, sweat, and tears. Not for glamour, but for passion and perhaps to inspire a new generation.
And action!